All right, what's up, guys? So it's all about West Coast has uploaded a video titled Interviews Exploded Hip Hop's Most Heated Moments. Yeah, bro, because you'll have some rappers where it's like I don't know, like it's one of those sayings where it's like, there's a rapper, they'll have like 1 foot in the game and 1 foot in the trenches, and then yeah, they go and do an interview, and then it's the foot that's in the trenches that's showing up for the interview and stuff, rather than like the rapper and things. They think they're still the person that they once was before, and it's like, and it's no disrespect, but I feel like a lot of rappers that have that mentality where it's like, I gotta show up to an interview, pull a gun out on the interviewer because they ask me some crazy question and stuff. I'm like, yeah, it's one of those things where rappers, I feel all artists is, because I'm like, probably some country musicians, they probably then did some stuff like that, or anybody else. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like you need to have like media control, where it's like that self-control that you have for when you're doing stuff like this, where it's like you're doing an interview. Because yeah, it's like, I think that there are some interviewers out there where it's like you're probably gonna see Charlemagne the God in this compilation. But yeah, it's like they'll ask you questions that's like they're trying to get you upset. So they're all like, oh, it's like, how'd you feel about losing that fight against whoever, whatever rapper last week? And it's one of those things where it's like, I know what you're trying to do, and I know you're trying to get me upset by asking me that question and things. And so I guess you can flip it back on them, but then it might end up being a meme. And then yeah, but I guess like if you to eliminate any content coming from, because they're trying to clip, they trying to get some clips out of you and stuff. So yeah, I guess to eliminate the clip going viral and things, it's like, I'm not gonna answer that. It's like, next question. And then they still asking them like, yeah, just keep, my thing is this. Keep saying next question, because it's like, okay, like that's the only thing that's gonna become a meme. It's just me saying next question. So it's like, it's more so, I think by going down that route, you'll see how it'll work out for you in the long run than it'll work out for them. So yeah, because it's like whatchamacallit, Russell Westbrook. It's like a meme of him where he's all like, next question. They don't talk about the guy that was asking them questions. They don't even bring up what that guy had asked them. They just only show that meme. And it's like, that's probably Russell Westbrook then gained some followers off of just memes alone. So yeah, bro, it's like, become a meme, but it's like, have it where it benefits you, not the other person and things. Because then when you look at situations like Birdman, in a way it did kind of work out for him, but I do feel like that, yeah, it definitely gained some followers for the Breakfast Club and stuff. So but no, anyways, let's go ahead and get into this video. Make sure, if you guys haven't, go subscribe to It's All About West Coast for more videos like this. And with that being said,
I was there. Yo, we shutting it down. We shutting it down. We shutting it down.
Welcome to West Coast TV, where the mix are hot and the tempers are hotter. We've counted down the most explosive interviews in hip-hop, from walk-offs to blow-ups. These are the moments that went viral.
That Birdman
this
clip
is Heated Moments.
Oh yeah, Adam 22. Yeah, you'll see from time to time people get to fighting on No Jumper, and it's like, bro, he's somebody where I'm like, if I'm going through some controversy and they're all like, oh, Adam 22 wants to do an interview with you, I'm like, well, I already know how this is gonna go. So yeah, so I think they do that too, where it's like, okay, before recording the episodes, like, don't talk up. If you want to talk on anything else, cool, but the recent controversy, leave that out. And it's all like, oh, well, it's like something came up, we can't do the interview today. Then I'm like, yeah, because it's like, I already know what you're trying to do. So damn, I was like, whose hat
I ain't
was?
got no more talking.
That's right.
Yeah, he was a little PO.
At number 10, we're heading to Gil's Arena, where the debate is as
Yeah,
old as...
I was thinking, I'm like, bro, what is up? This man, they haven't released a patch update where he's at, like, because yeah, usually hats is supposed to be a little bit more fitted. Like, yeah, look how I look at my hat where it's like, it's right there at like my temple and stuff. That hat, it's like there's some space. I'm like, bro, he got like a medium, he got an extra medium head, but got an extra large hat. And it's like, bro, yeah, you can't. When did they make extra? No, it's like not even that, not even extra large. Just like, bro, got like, how do you get like a triple XL in hats? Like, I didn't think that was a thing. I didn't think that was a possible thing to get triple X. You don't even go to like the back of lids to get that. You got to like, so you go into the back, like not like the back of the store, but you go into like the back where the employees go to. You gotta go like down some stairs, go through like some, like that boiler room that they had in the Titanic at like the bottom of the ship and things. You gotta go past that floor. Then that's when you get like the triple XL hats. And it's like, dang, bro, you gotta go and do some walking around and things. You know, came up out there, they're sweating and stuff. It's like, yeah, you see as they're like making the hat and things, like they gotta dip it in some lava and stuff. I'm like, fam, what's up with the size of that hat
itself? The question, who holds the crown, the undisputed king of New York, or the timeless voice of the West?
Hey, yo, so who's the Jay-Z of the NBA?
LeBron.
Oh, okay. Wait, LeBron is? Wait, over my...
Yeah, because be careful when you say that because
Jay's not.
Because Jay-Z is the best rapper ever.
Jay who?
Jay-Z's the best rapper ever.
Tupac is the greatest ever.
Well, who's the,
I wouldn't. Jay-Z is up there, but I wouldn't say he's the greatest. There's a lot of rappers where before and after him where I guess it just might be my own personal preference. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's up there. He's definitely somebody where it's like, if I was getting into the rap game and they said Jay-Z is going to be my coach, I'm like, oh, okay, well, then I'm like, I'm not worried about it. I'm not, like it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, he's one of the greatest, but he ain't the greatest. Like, that's definitely a debatable conversation, but I do think that has a lot to do with like East Coast and West Coast, like just, the ongoing drama and stuff. But yeah, at the same time, like, I guess like me being a music guy, people ain't gonna come to me, I guess, to, for questions like that. Like, I'm gonna leave, like, whoever you consider, like, or whoever you listen to on the regular, because there's people that I say that they're not even on that level of Jay-Z and stuff, where I would say I listen to their music more. So, yeah, I just think it really is left up to what the crowd says. But I guess like if I had to give like an overall answer, it's like he's one of the greatest. He's just not the greatest.
That's what I'm saying. The Tupac of it is Michael Jordan. Jay-Z wasn't better than DMX, man. For all the years.
Jay-Z better than DMX? I'm like, bro, DMX literally brought out the whole world. Like, no, that's one of those concerts. I think, yeah, it was a few other people that was a part of that concert. Look, bro, I ain't never heard nobody, and there's no disrespect to Jay-Z, I've never heard nobody say, oh, I'm going to a Jay-Z concert. That's one conversation that I've never heard. I'm like, when was the last time? I feel like I gotta look that up because I'm like, bro, when was the last time? You see where he does cameo appearances where he's at Beyonce's, but like I think they kind of had like a Carter tour going on and stuff. But yeah, like I don't know. I just don't think that it's something where I'm like it's debatable. Like his earlier music and some of his later songs too, they were good, but yeah, I don't know, man. But even people would say that too, like Tupac ain't the greatest. I'm like, and that the thing is this, that is your opinion. But at the same time, it's like I feel like I could say something along those lines because his career was very short. Tupac's career was very short. So I think if that man would have still been alive till this day and was able to put out the music that he wanted to put out, yeah, I think that the conversation with Tupac being the greatest rapper of all time, I think it would be a valid statement to make if he was still alive. But because of his, unfortunate passing, it's like you didn't really get to see his career, blow up. But at one point in time, yeah, I'm like, yeah, Tupac was 100% better than Jay-Z and stuff. So anyway.
Better than Nas.
We got to stop the cap.
To make you great, you have to have longevity. You can't be great for 1 or 2 years.
Tupac has
called
3 billion streams.
That's called
right now. 3 billion. No one's close to him.
He hasn't made a song.
Exactly.
He has no more
That's
music.
how good you are.
No, that's
When you
nothing.
still selling after you've been dead.
When did Pac die? 94, 4, 5?
90.
See, you don't even know when he died.
96?
You know this nigga don't know no hip hop. He
Nobody.
said 94, 95.
When did he die?
1996.
Okay, so 1996, before he died, every song you named, what was the numbers then?
Number ones. Number one.
They were number ones when he died. Before he died, all them songs was number one. Cat! Dear Mama was not number one before he passed away.
Oh my God. He said Dear Mama was not number one.
Before he passed away.
I wouldn't know how to answer because I'm like, for one, I was born in 96. So yeah, it was like a month before Tupac's passing. That's when I was born. So if somebody were to ask me that same question, I'm like, fam, I was a month old when that man passed away. I didn't know nothing about Tupac when at the time being and stuff. But as the years go on and you do a little bit more research and you learn about his history, you realize that, and that's the sad reality of a lot of different artists is after they pass, it seems like that's when their career skyrockets and stuff. And and that's the thing where it's like you don't. I'm just saying Tupac was a great artist even back then and stuff. And I feel like as the time went on, I think that where Tupac is at right. Well, I don't know. He probably would have been bigger. I feel like that if he was still alive, yeah, he definitely would have been bigger. But it's like on top of that too, it's like he could act. So, like, if we're talking on, like, who's more creative and who's more talented between him and Jay-Z, Tupac 100%. That's one thing about it. It's like, I've never seen, people don't talk about Jay-Z. I'm like, that's another thing. When did Jay-Z ever do it? I feel like I gotta go and look. He probably has done some movies, and I just need to see them and stuff. But I'm like, yeah, Tupac, if you're comparing Jay-Z's best movie to Tupac, what would you say his worst movie and stuff? Like, I can't even think of a bad Tupac movie and things. So, yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, creative-wise, Tupac wins. But artist-wise, I will have to give it to Jay-Z just because Jay-Z is still alive. He's still able to put out music and stuff. But as far as, like, lyrics and all of that, like, if we're comparing that and things, then, yeah, you know, it's somewhere it's like, yeah, Tupac probably has, like, better lyrics when it comes to Jay-Z's lyrics. But at the same time, it's like Jay-Z had time to grow. He has, so that's why it's like, I think that's why people would say he's a greater artist than Tupac. But it's like, if Tupac still would have been alive, I think that conversation would have been different.
Oh my God. Thank you. Don't say nothing else, just say number one.
No.
Damn, that's all I want to hear is number one.
That's all you want to hear.
Because that's what it
That's all
said.
you want to hear.
Number one. You said he never was number one. Number one.
Repeat that number one.
How many more? We can say some more.
If you want to hear number one.
Tupac is the greatest of all time.
He's one of those where you change the category to make it. Tupac number one at midnight around 3 a.m. between 6 and 5, and you just while eating a hamburger.
Tupac.
After they died.
They died, yeah.
Okay. So just kind of like Heath Ledger's career after he died and made it, and boom, it shot up to number one and did all. Like, we get it.
Okay.
Gil's Arena about to be number one. All I got to do is die.
That's how you see what a lot of different artists is. Look at Michael Jackson. It's all like, I mean, well, yeah, okay, that might be a bad example, but I feel like that, yeah, his, well, no, look, because it's like the crazy thing is a day prior before he died, Google was working. Social media was working. The internet was working. Day after he died, Google crashed. All these, other different websites was crashing because of just the amount of people that was. So, and that's usually how that stuff goes. Like, because I come from a content creating world where it's like when a content creator, you can upload that very first video. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's blowing it up, all that. Then there's like that time frame of when you are uploading, but it ain't blowing up and people ain't talking about it. Then you do that one video where it's like, TMossBoss gets into a fist fight with Barack Obama. Then everybody's all like, whoa, wait a minute, what just happened and stuff. So yeah, usually that's how that stuff, like it has to take some sort of catastrophic event to to have it where people are like looking your name up and talking about you and things. And so yeah, it's just that's how that stuff goes, but it's unfortunate, where it's like when it comes down to rappers, like when a rapper passes, usually that's when you see where because look at XXXTentacion, look at I'm trying to think of Lil Peep, look at I'm just like some new artists, but just artists throughout the years, and it's like you see where people are I guess like if we going back in them days, people were out buying a bunch of their CDs, and so you couldn't go to a store and get you a Tupac CD and stuff, and then versus now, it's like, yeah, you see where their streams go for. Like we're talking Spotify, you see where if an artist dies, like let's say just Pop Smoke for an example, it's like there was some buzz going on around his name, but I feel like after he passed, that's when you seen where his streams was probably like at 1 million or a few millions or however to like in the mega millions and stuff, you know. So it's unfortunate. That's just how that stuff goes. But anyways,
at number 9, we're dialing into the chaos of the No Jumper podcast. The air is thick with past issues, and every word is a spark. But the real explosion comes when Adam drops what he thinks is his trump card. A reveal so personal, it was meant to be a checkmate.
Oh,
you just want to.
yeah,
You were so worried
this.
about looking like a bad friend that you are not like. You're so worried about looking like a bad friend versus actually being a bad friend. Like you just want.
I was trying to be a good friend. That's like the main thing. I just wish
being a
that
good
you
friend
were,
with being a good friend, bro. You sold me down the river for fucking 40,000 views,
But do you really
50,000
think
views,
that?
bro. I don't believe that you did it on purpose. You handled it poorly afterwards. You didn't hear the sincerity in my voice. You didn't hear the worrisomeness in my voice.
I did, and that's
feel like
why I told them to delete it.
Nigga, you would have deleted the whole interview, Adam. It don't matter about if you did the shit on purpose or not. You keep trying to clear your name. You keep trying to put the shit on other people. You're so pussy. Bro.
But how can I
You're
sit
so
here?
pussy. You couldn't sit here and talk to me like this last week.
House phone.
Again.
What did I say? The text messages, me and you agreed to have the conversation one-on-one last week, right?
Bro.
Did we or not?
But bro, Adam, you always have some weird.
But now you're saying I'm pussy when we agreed to that last week, and then you said, nah, never mind, I don't want him.
Nigga, you didn't care about not putting me on blast. You didn't care about not putting me on blast in general. Why the fuck would I give you the same courtesy to come talk to you before the show? When the did you ever feel like that before?
But that was the
when
motivation,
did you ever
right?
feel like that before, Adam?
There was never a situation like this with you before where we had this much of a thing that was floating in the air that we hadn't discussed.
I'm not even like surprised about even the way you're reacting right now, bro. You've been like this, bro. You want to look like the good guy. You want to look like you cared so much. You wanted to edit it, but that's just not the truth, bro. And then let's move forward to that ass apology you gave when you're on the news. You're talking about, yeah, he's been going through the mom shit. He's been going through the health shit. You're talking about the person that fucking raised me, that birthed me, my best friend that died. Oh, he's been going through the mom shit.
I paid for the
First of all,
funeral as soon as it happened just because.
That's crazy.
Not here, bro. Pussy, nigga. Shit, nigga. Come on.
It's one of those things where I'm like, I just conversations like that. I just think that it's best left outside of because I'm like, this is probably one of the bigger no jumper clips. And it's just certain things you just don't talk on. And I feel like this is one of those things. It's just, I don't know how else to go about it. You just don't talk about it. So, yeah, but I remember this clip. Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, I think that with Adam, it's like, yeah, he just has to be careful with like certain conversations and topics and stuff, because it's like, look where it done led. So and I was like, maybe they might have squashed the beef, maybe they ain't on talking terms no more, but it's one of those things where it's like, this could have been prevented. So
coming in at number 8, a moment from the Breakfast Club that's more about pain than performance. Watch as vulnerability hardens into defiance, and as shared memory becomes a point of confrontation.
When did you decide, or what got you into rehab? When was that call and said, this is the time?
Well, I got tired, like, of the same things, like, you know what I mean? Like, over and over again, getting high and saying I'm not getting high and, you know, repeating the same.
Man laughing, man. Can't do it. Laughing like hell at this man's struggle. This man talking about it real, overcoming the real struggle. This man back in there.
Nobody takes it serious.
But you know what, though?
What you say?
A bad pill got him. He let it all go after that.
A bad pill got him.
Actually, 3.
He's telling the truth. You know, it was more than that. It was actually, I overdosed. You feel what I'm saying? And I used I use this.
He got a big old giant smile on his face. I just feel like that ain't the time to be laughing about stuff like that. If a friend of mine's, let's just say same scenario where I'm sitting in the back, I'm just sitting in the cuts, listening and stuff. They get to talking about overdosing and things. It's something where it's like, I guess like if I'm reading something or if I get to thinking about something, I'm like, no, I'm making it as clear as I possibly can make it. I am not laughing at you in your situation. That is not the case. All right. So I'm thinking about some other stuff. I'm acting crazy. I'm like, that's wild. That's wild to where it's like he's talking about a serious thing and he's back there laughing, got a big old giant smile on his face. I'm like, yeah, he's one of them friends where it's like, nah, bro, I ain't you ain't getting no contacts or no calls out of me and stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna let you, do your thing and stuff. But anyway.
Thank God too.
That's crazy.
That's your brother, right? That's your crazy, man.
He's a mechanic. He's a mechanic. The mechanics always.
That's like, I don't know. Maybe it's like it's a nervous thing, but I'm like, I don't think I've ever had like no nervous laugh. Like the thing is this. I've been in serious situations where I'm like, I'll get to thinking about something funny and or something funny happens. Then it's like, okay, you have to lock in as much as you possibly can. And it ain't like, full maximum lock in. No laughing, no smiling, no nothing. Yeah, and I done been in some situations where some stuff done went down, and it's like you just got to relax your face and just be like, all right, bro, just stay calm, and it's eventually at some point in time, it's gonna stop. But you got to lock in and lock up. You can't look at nothing, you can't do nothing. You just got to be sitting still like this. And but if anything else happens, like a person trip and fall, or I'm like, dang, bro, like I'm really being tested today. I'm like, nah, I feel like a lot of other situations was practice. I'm like, nah, God's like, nah, this is the final exam. I'm like, let's see if you pass. I'm like, dang, bro, it's just a pop quiz out of nowhere. All right, cool.
So you almost overdosed.
Yo, I did.
No.
Know what I mean? And all of these things happened. The overdose. My daughter was on drugs. Career-wise, I wasn't aware.
He's still laughing.
What's up with your man?
Hey, you finna get slapped, man.
That's...
we cool, but I slapped the shit out you by laughing.
Oh, man.
I'm just telling you, we cool.
You ain't gonna slap me now.
What you want to do?
You ain't gonna slap me now.
What you want to do?
You gonna hurt yourself?
Yeah.
Don't let him take you out of your
So, hey, listen, both of y'all, all y'all, everybody came in there with me. Hey, look, everybody came with me. Hey, look, everybody came in the motherfucker with me. Hey, look, remember who you came in. Remember what we doing here, man. Come on, man. Let's get this shit together, bro. All right?
All right.
That's crazy. Like, dang. Yeah, that's one of those things where it's like, nah, and then for him to get mad, and it's like, okay, well, it's like he's talking about something serious, and it's like you're upsetting him. So it's one of those things where it's like, I guess he would have to be put in a situation where you talking about something serious and then they get to laughing at you and stuff. You gonna feel a certain way about that. So yeah, whoever that guy is, I'm like, nah, bro, you ain't getting invited to no more interviews or get-togethers and stuff like that. Like, I just feel like you put anybody else, put me in that situation. I'm sitting there. I don't even know these guys. I ain't got no connections or nothing with them. That's my first time ever sitting down, meeting them and having a conversation with them and all that. He's talking about something serious like that. I'm sitting there and I'm listening, and that's the most that you can do in a situation like that. If he asks me for advice, if he asks me for whatever, then I'm like, okay, let's see where we could go from here. But yeah, other than that, laughing, yeah, no, that's crazy. That's one of those things where I'm like, in any other case or situation, maybe, possibly, you let out a chuckle if it ain't a serious conversation and stuff. He's like, oh yeah, I slipped and failed and I just laid there and things. And it's like, yeah, it's like, that's when, you might need to put your, hand over your mouth. And he turned around, got a big old giant smile on his face, talking about what you laughing at. He get to laugh at it. It's like, come on, man. It's like, you just laid there but it's like, yeah, that's stuff where you can laugh about. But what he's talking about, nah, you can't laugh about stuff like that. That's crazy.
At number 7, we're popping bottles and dropping bombs on drink champs. This wasn't just an interview, it was a declaration of war on multiple fronts. The room was electric, and the fallout was immediate.
I just want the family back together. Kim is a Christian. On TMZ, I just saw yesterday, they said Pete Davidson and Kim have sex by the fireplace to honor their grandmother. It's Jewish Zionists that's about that life, that's telling this Christian woman that has 4 black children to put that out as a message in the media. I'm gonna let y'all know right now, the devil is a defeated foe. You can't poison me, and by the way, y'all done already with me so much. Y'all already Black Mirrored me. You already made everybody think I'm crazy. You already took my family away. You already separated all my friends. I don't got no celebrity friends. Because when I was on TV, on Instagram saying, I don't know where my child is, and the Kardashians kidnapped my daughter, none of these that want to say something
Travis
now.
gave you the address, though?
Travis gave me the address.
Right.
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these, all you fake hard niggas, you.
Wait,
Hold on.
Okay.
All you fake hard niggas, you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas shut the up about me. Now let me say it calm. You niggas shut the up about, you shut the up about Michael.
Right.
I'm Michael now. I'm Michael now. I am the richest.
Right. They say you're the richest black man in American history.
In history. So I want y'all to run up on me.
No.
I want y'all to come me. No. I want you to smack me.
No.
I want you to do all the shit you rap about. No. I want shit you rap about. I want you to come do it now. Come down to this.
It's like water went down the wrong way. Hold on for a second. It might not, drinking more water might not help, but hold on for a second.
Joint right now, please, or otherwise shut the up unless you was there when the Kardashians kidnapped my kids. You know what I'm saying? They blocked me out.
With Kanye in his situation, I've talked on it before, is that, and maybe it's just not my place to talk on it, but he's definitely done went through some stuff, and I just remember watching that Netflix documentary where they were kind of talking on when his mom had passed. And maybe, it's not meant for me to talk on that, and it's not my place. And that's why I'm like, if there's ever a time where we cross paths and he approaches me about it, I will apologize, but I do think, because you see it, and it's one of those things where it's like, you'll see it with friends, you see it with family, you'll even go through it yourself, where it's like you change when there's somebody that's extremely close to you. When they pass, you change. And so I think, who he was before, it's like, that person is long gone. But it's like, I guess to somewhat defend him for his actions, I'm like, you lose somebody that you extremely close to, anybody is going to be acting different. And I guess there is ways of handling it and stuff, but everybody is different. You really don't know what a person's capable of until they go through some stuff. So that's why it's like, it's unfortunate, but I do think that there could have been a lot of different things that could have helped him, whether it was people or at hobbies, activities, something to take his mind off of things. But it's like, you're dealing with that. And then also you're a rising megastar. So things is kind of messing with you and stuff. And it's like, that Hollywood, that famous lifestyle, that might not be the best lifestyle to be involved in when you're dealing with stuff like that. So it's because there's going to be people where it's like they're going to influence you to do some things, or it's like drugs or drinking or whatever the case may be. And now it's like, you done OD'd, or you done, I guess with drinking, it's like, you're in the hospital or for whatever reason and stuff. But you might be build an addiction to alcohol, and then you're going through alcohol withdrawals when you're trying to come out. Now you got to go to rehab. And there's just a lot that comes out of that. And so I think that, when you around the wrong crowd, it's like they're going to influence you to do some things, especially you going through crap like this. Well, I shouldn't say crap, but it's like, I'm just saying when you're going through stuff. But it's like my poor choice of words. I do apologize on that. But overall, though, it's like, I think that it's definitely one of those things where it's like stuff could have happened differently with Kanye's situation and stuff. And I feel like that he definitely would be in a much more better place mentally and stuff. So
the Jewish media blocked me out. This shit lit, right? I'm lit, right? I'm lit. I'm lit.
At number 6, we're stepping into the ring on the Danza Project, where the line between interview and confrontation is shattered. The guests, the viral sensations, the island boys, the atmosphere, already charged with family drama.
Because I was about to say, I was like, who are they? I was like, I don't know those guys. But yeah, I was like, then they show them. I'm like, but their stuff now to talk on them, they just being weird. I'm like, the island bros or boys, whatever they want to call themselves, yeah, they just being flat out weird. I think that they are trying way too hard to be involved in like the media and all that stuff, to where it's like, yeah, you know, making music, that ain't no biggie. That ain't no, but it's like when you guys are clear as day brothers, and you post a video of you guys kissing each other, yeah, no, that's one of those things where it's like, I don't know who you have in your circle, get rid of them. But if you guys are the problem, the social media life ain't for you. I just think that there are people where it's like, because my thing is this: if it was like, if content creating, social media, all that stuff, if it were to all in, and yeah, you know, and I gotta go get me a 9 to 5, I would not have a problem with that. I feel like that there's a lot of different content creators where they will have a problem with having to go out and get a 9 to 5 and stuff. So yeah, man, it's you know, I just think that with content creation, it ain't meant for everybody, you know, and it's definitely ain't meant for these guys. I'm like, the stuff that y'all are doing, nah, it's weird.
Scares and multi-million-dollar rumors.
It's basically asking for somebody to try you in real life.
Facts. No, I'm just tired of niggas talking shit to me on the internet,
just
bro.
Say that you're YouTube. Man, what they gotta say, man. They're gonna hate on you.
But you say what they gotta say. Yeah. That's what you say, right? But at the end of the day, let's keep it 100, because we got both of y'all here too. You know what I mean? So what's going on with the shit that's with you two kissing each other and shit?
Yeah.
Break this shit. Break this shit.
Hey, yo, dead ass, I would love to see you try that shit.
Bro, what are you talking?
I would love to see you try that shit.
It's like, nah, I didn't realize how big the dude was. Dude, you can hold on for a second. Let's just see something real quick. Let's just see something real quick. They looked up to him. You can tell by the extension in their neck. They looked up to bro. And he's, yeah, like him to like just as just one. That's like, you put them together and then it's you know, but yeah, it's like he hits one, then it's like, yeah, that island boy, he's all folded up in the corner looking up like, hey, yeah, you go handle that and things. Now it's left up to the other one and stuff, and yeah, that's not a fair fight. That ain't a fair fight at all. It's like all he got to do is like some, you know, cartoon stuff, grab them by their heads and hit it together and things. But yeah, that ain't a fair fight. But yeah, but it's like, but no, it's like, seriously, that's one of those things where it's like you got to question somebody on it. Yeah, it might not have been the best time to question it on no show, but at the same time, it's like, bro, you guys did go viral for that, and people are going, they are going to want answers. And I'm like, that's just weird, bro. You kissing your brother like that. I'm like, yeah, that's weird. That's one of those things where it's just, I remember when that video went viral, and I was like, that's something that I didn't need to see. That's weird, you know. And that was before like AI technology was all advanced and all that, so they can't blame AI. You know, you be like 20, 30 years down the road, and they be like, oh yeah, bro, that was just AI. That was, it's like, fam, AI didn't come out until what? Like video AI, like Sora and stuff like that. They didn't really start popping off until what, like earlier this year. So yeah, I'm like, and at the time when all that was going viral, that was like when they had like that, it was like a video of Will Smith eating spaghetti, but it was like a horrible AI video and stuff. Like it didn't look right. So that was like when AI was kind of popping off and things, or, you know, blowing up for the first time. Can't blame AI. Yeah. It's like, but why did you guys do it? I talk about, why did you bring it up? Why did you guys do it?
You don't have to bring that shit up, bro.
I mean, what do you mean not bring it up? That's what if we're sitting here, we're sitting here, we're talking about him being a rat, right?
Bro, listen,
I'm not.
Nobody brought up being a rat. Bro, listen, straight up, bro, listen. If you want to continue this, bro, just move on, bro. What you talking about?
Hey,
and everything I've always done, I've never been a rat, though. Hey, you heard me, bro?
It's not a rat.
No, but I can't.
All the shit
I'm not built for shit like that. My adrenaline gets going and
Hey, you heard me, brother?
I'm just saying.
I'm saying, no, you want to continue, we got to stop talking about that shit right now.
But isn't that what the whole world wants to talk about?
Bro,
Are you afraid to talk
there's a
about
lot of shit.
I will ask you this. Why is it that you don't want to talk about it then?
Because I don't want to talk about
Have
it.
you answered it yet at all? Ever?
Yes, we've answered that multiple times.
Anyways.
Everything's good.
Anyways.
Yeah. So anyways.
That's the thing with that guy. He probably got 5 other dudes built just like him. So that's the other line. You guys that wouldn't be a good fight for y'all. It's like it's one of those things. Remember that episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when Will was at the gym and he was just getting ragdolled by all them like the female bodybuilders and then it's it's like I think they were just random. I don't know if they were like bodybuilders, but still they were throwing him back and forth where it was like, yeah, bro, that's gonna be you guys. It's just instead of just just one, it's gonna be 2 of y'all. One gets thrown in the other direction. It's like there's just gonna be that moment where you guys are just kind of like going back and forth like this, just getting thrown back and forth. So yeah, I'm like, don't do that. Don't go up in somebody else's place of business. Talk about you gonna break something. That ain't gonna be good for you guys, especially when the guy's like twice your size.
Landing at number 5, a no-jumper interview that proves
Dang,
even a
another
chill
no-jumper?
session can turn on a single word. Genesis was in the building and conversation shifted from casual to confrontational, with a chilling warning about what could happen after he left the studio. This is the moment a friendly chat became a high-stakes game of respect.
Wow.
Why
Don't
what?
tell me it's Cloud.
What? Yo, go to hell, yo. Go to hell. Talking about some damn cloud. If I wanted cloud, I could have got that years ago.
If you wanted Cloud, you could have got about years ago by who?
No, I used to work for somebody very,
Who? Like who?
Let me not say respected.
Who, Drake?
Someone known.
Who, Drake?
No.
Who?
Academics.
Oh.
What I was in it for, baby boy.
Oh, okay. Ain't a baby boy.
Oh yeah, you're a grown man. You're 33.
Sold too much. I sold too much.
I don't care about that.
I know you don't. You're not supposed to care about what I sold and what I've done. But let me tell you something. It's a superstar standing in front of y'all.
I think, it's like, with that is OT Genesis, right? Yeah, it's just, I don't think she meant nothing by it. It's one of those things where people just got a unique way of talking. It's kind of, if you guys are like, want a little bit more of an elaborative answer, watch that clip of DC Young Fly when he was getting into it with Azalea Banks on Wild and Out. People got a distinctive way of talking. They don't mean no disrespect by it. It's just, excuse me, it's just how they talk. And they no different than, I guess, like, somebody calling you bro or an older individual calling you son. Snoop Dogg done called probably just about everybody he met nephew. I'm like, it's like that man done probably looked Martha Stewart in her face and done called her nephew. But he probably said it by accident. But that's just how people talk and things. And so I think that's just her case is how she talks, but he don't take it that way. And it's like he's taking it as disrespect. And it's like, bro, she didn't mean it like that. It's just how people talk. But anyways.
And I respect
I wanted to let you know that. Hey, let me let you know something.
Because I didn't hear it when people, it's like, it'll be a woman and they get mad when somebody call them bro. And it's like, that's just how they talk. I'm like, my thing is this. If we had to, like, I guess, sit down and look at key moments in my life and things, there's probably at least one of those moments where I looked a woman in the face and called her bro. I'm like, bro, you doing too much right now. So yeah, it's one of those things where I just, that's just how people talk and stuff. But anyways.
We here.
Right. Tell us.
You know why people like me?
Because you're personable.
Right? Because you're my friend. Not just because of my personality.
Why?
But when it comes to music, I don't put out music often. But every time I did, I never miss.
Okay. Girl, if it was a media game, baby, you would be in the dirt. Okay, don't play with her.
I'm trying to.
You
better
start talking to my homie like that. You said it'll be what?
Because he want to talk about music. I don't make music,
Who'd be in the
nigga.
dirt if it was a what?
Yeah, but that's the thing. You can't compare what you guys are doing. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know what they're doing. But you can't compare because OT Genesis done went viral for dancing videos, for music. I'm pretty sure if you look somewhere, you probably see some memes and stuff. So yeah, that's the thing where it's just, I'm not saying that they do that, but it's like, we got the OnlyFans business. Do you know how many people are doing like OnlyFans? And it's like, yeah, let somebody bigger than you guys get into it. You're going to be in the same position that you think that he is in the dirt. So yeah, I ain't gonna say that about OT Genesis. He ain't in the dirt, never has been in the dirt, probably never will be in the dirt. I just think that at times, because I just speak from my own experience of being in the entertainment business, being a content creator, is that you have your slow days. It ain't no different than, talking on the business where it's like, yeah, that business will have thousands of customers come through, and then there'll be them slow days where it might be like hundreds of customers that go through. Everybody gonna have their slow days. They most likely done had their slow days and stuff. And I just think that there's a lot of people in this world where they don't know how to, they think it's like, oh, this person has to earn my respect and stuff. No, it's like you have to just be not so much as like a kind-hearted person, but it's like you have to just give out respect in a way where it's like you ain't gonna have no arguments following up after whatever you done said and things. So yeah, you put me in an environment where if I'm interviewing a rapper, or if I'm interviewing an OnlyFans model, or if I'm interviewing, it's one of those things where it's like I might not be able to relate to what you're doing, but at least I could say that I'm in that same category as the entertainment business. So yeah, but I'm not saying I'm a rapper. I ain't saying that, I'm an OnlyFans model or whatever and stuff. I'm just somebody that's in the entertainment business. So if we're talking statistics and analytics and getting technical with it, that's probably some sort of relation there. But as far as the content, that I can't relate to. So
you'd be in dirt if it was a media game.
If it was a media game?
Yeah.
Respect me. Let me tell you something.
I respect you.
I'm on a whole nother level. Don't do that. Don't do that. Sweetheart, this is not it. This is not junior high school.
Okay.
I'm in a big league.
Okay.
I'm in a big league.
No.
I'm in a big league. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Right.
I'm really rich. I'm not your rich.
Right.
Or what you look at as rich.
Right. No.
You get what I'm saying? I'm in a big
and he
league.
means that now they think he's talking money and stuff, but it's like he means that in a way where it's like his life, he's at peace with life, so not know like, oh, I got the, yeah, he's rich. Like if we talking money and stuff, I'm like, but yeah, as far as, and that's the thing where it's like, people still listen to OT Genesis music till this day, whether it's his greatest song, his hit, or if they just going to check out his music and things. But it's like whatever it is that they're doing and stuff, how long is that gonna last? Because at least I can say for myself, throughout the 15 years of me being a content creator, I have seen platforms rise and fall, from Vine to, I'm trying to think of some other platforms out there and stuff. TikTok, it seems like it's kind of in that direction where it's like it ain't rising. It's kind of like at a standstill and stuff. You just kind of hear about TikTok occasionally here and there, versus like some time ago, everybody was getting into TikTok and stuff, So what else? Yeah, it's like I ain't seen a lot of different platforms rise and fall, and that's the thing. But one thing I have to say with music, I don't think it's like the music like side of entertainment and stuff, music will never fall. So you'll see people listen to an OT Genesis song before. Again, not saying that they're OnlyFans models, but let's just say if that's what they're all about and stuff. Yeah, it's like you'll see people go and listen to his music before they go and subscribe to your OnlyFans, where it's like it's something where it's just, you can most likely see whatever it is that they doing on there for free somewhere else. So anyways.
Right.
Big league.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Don't play yourself.
No,
Not for no
I would
clout.
never play myself.
Not for no clout.
I would never play myself.
Not for no clout. You never
Right.
in your life.
Right.
You guys get too tough. I talk and I start laughing. We make jokes.
I'm gonna keep it gangster.
You guys get very serious.
Y'all was playing the other cards tonight.
So for the fact that you guys be very, very, very serious.
All right. And I'm happy that you're happy.
But when I have a simple conversation with women, not bitches. When I have a conversation, wait.
Just let him finish.
When I have a conversation with women, and I'm like, hey. And you guys take offense to that?
I'm like, yeah, that's one of those things. That's a name that I'm like, it is funny because I remember you catch people's reaction because that's something that I'll never refer to a woman as. I'm like, I never go and call her out her name, call her the B word, any of that stuff. So yeah, it's one of those things. I just remember I said that it was at my old job. And I think it was like a coworker where they were not so much as referring, but it's like they were talking about it. And I think that's what it was. They asked me when was the last time I called a woman the B word and stuff, and I was like, I've never called a woman the B word. And I'm like, that's just something that it's like kind of like an oath with myself, where it's like I'm not going to offend a woman by calling her that, because I know how much of an offensive word it is. It's like it ain't in that same category as calling me the N word, but it's like it has like that same relations where it's like it's a word that I don't want to be called, you know. So yeah, I just remember it was the catering manager where she was like she was shocked by it and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, it's just, you know, it ain't nothing to be shocked over. But I guess, like, you know, when we live in a time and place where people think of it as a normal thing to call a woman that, I'm like, nah, bro, it's not normal. It's like, you know, you gotta sit down and think about it. It's like, and I guess like talking to OT Genesis, where if I could give him some advice about that, it's like, how'd that make you feel? And yeah, and you have it where it's like people are thick skinned and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, but still, you gotta like think, what if you weren't thick skinned? How'd that make you feel? You gonna get upset, you gonna feel a certain way. So it's like, that's how you gotta look at it, where it's like you ain't got no like bulletproof skin and stuff, so like, or wordproof skin, where it's just somebody say some stuff to you and you just let it roll right off. It's like, no, if there's something where it's like somebody says, and I'm pretty sure he hadn't had his moments where somebody then said some stuff. I mean, even if you just look at this situation where it's like what they said, he took some sort of offense to that. So that's why he had to slap down the Uno reverse card and then, you know, say what he needed to say. And then that's why it's like, now it's going to be an issue. And it ain't even got to be like that. But anyways.
And take it somewhere else. Because if I have to audible, then I will.
Right.
You don't remember it, because I make this whole shit scary.
No, I respect it. Always defend yourself.
So let's not do that.
All right.
Because you guys are women.
We're all pals here.
Right.
All cool.
Right. But I have.
Yeah, that other one ain't the one that's not as talkative. She's not playing around no more.
Hey, down and dirty with it. This is documented by.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the people. Shout out to the people.
Let the homie talk.
Yeah. Sometimes, you know, and the funny thing is that I learned this from FIFA, out of all places and stuff. But no, like, follow me on what I'm getting ready to say, because people think that you could get a bunch of people involved in the, like, put them together in the room based off of their social media following. Yeah, and it's gonna be like a highly rated episode and stuff. Like, yeah, all those guys probably all have over 100,000 followers and stuff, you know, and especially if it's like somebody like OT Jensen, he probably got millions of followers. I don't know, because I don't really be following people like that, but still though, it's like they all got a lot of followers, you know, and so everybody's all like, oh, this is going to be a big episode, you know. But that's the thing with having followers, and that's, you know, just talking on like going back to the FIFA, there's a mode in there called Ultimate Team where they got the rating and they got the chemistry. So yeah, it's gonna be, so like going back to that episode, it was probably a highly rated episode, but you could tell that the chemistry was at an all-time low. So with FIFA, they have that. They have it where it's like, yeah, you can have Ronaldo, you can have Messi, you can have all these different soccer legends on one big giant team. Oh yeah, it's gonna be an all-star team for sure. But how's that chemistry going to be like? So that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, that chemistry ain't going to be there, and then it's going to be that miscommunication and all that other stuff. And then it's like, yeah, you're going to see some problems. You're going to see some conflicts. You're going to see people going back and forth with each other. And you think, oh, just because they in the same room, it's like they're going to be cool. No, they don't know each other like that. I guarantee, and I promise you, that was probably the last time they all had a conversation with each other. So
crashing in at number 4, one of the most legendary and awkward moments in radio history. The Cash Money CEO, Birdman, arrives at the Breakfast Club with one mission and one mission only: to
put
demand
some respect on my name.
He's owed.
I want to start this shit off straight, telling all 3 of y'all stop playing with my name. Let's go on there, let's go. Stop playing with my name.
Let's do it on camera.
Stop playing with my name.
Let's go right on there.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it.
Let's go.
Stop playing with my name. All 3 of y'all, stop playing with my name.
Morning, everybody. It's
I ain't gonna say no more.
Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
He done cursed us out. Tell him, get it off your chest, Birdman. So why come here?
I did it already. I'm here. So what's happening?
I mean, it's all good, but I'm saying, why?
And I'm here. What's happening?
I'm all good, but I'm saying, why come here just to
I'm
curse
here.
us
What's
out?
happening, man? I wanted to see you. I wanted to talk to you, man, in your face.
Absolutely.
You understand me? I knew a few places you was at. I could have pulled up, but I don't thought that was gangster. I wanted to come look you in your face like a man.
And that's the thing, like, they never did elaborate on what they had said to him. Maybe somebody might have the context before this, because, yeah, I have to say, even though this clip was taken out of context, still, it's one of the biggest, like, I have to say, clips involving rappers. One of the biggest. I ain't gonna say it's the biggest. It's one of the biggest clips involving rappers in the Breakfast Club and stuff. So, and it probably might even just be the biggest clip from the Breakfast Club, just because of how much it became a meme. Like, fam, I've seen people making songs out of this. People were using it for their own memes to describe their own situations, posting the meme, like for its own reasons and stuff. Yeah, it was like one of the biggest memes at one point in time. So, yeah, man, I still to this day, but even though like let's say they said something overly disrespectful about Birdman, I'm like, fam, it's one of those things where I guess like somebody say some disrespectful stuff about me, but then they turn around and they're like, oh, I want to invite you over on my show, and and I was like, nope, I'm good, and I've been through situations like that. I've been through situations where people, they will talk about you one way in the video, but then they want to hit you up and be all like, oh, let's work together, let's do this, let's do that. I'm like, I ain't trying to do nothing with you. So yeah, at least I'm like, for me, there wouldn't have been no Breakfast Club episode and stuff. This would have been one clip that never would have seen daylight, because yeah, it's like I'm not going to put myself in an environment where I know I ain't going to like it and things. So anyways.
So what's the issue? Ain't no issue. If there's an issue, you'll feel me. I just come to let y'all know, stop, put some respect on my name.
Did you pull up on Ross that way or Trick Daddy?
I'm pulling up on you, nigga.
Yeah, but I'm the radio guy. Why pull up on the radio guy? Don't act tough with the radio guy.
I hear my nigga. Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking.
And he just left. He was like, that was it. That was the last time Birdman was on the Breakfast Club. That man's like, I'm eating lunch and dinner, no breakfast. He's like, I guarantee, and I promise you, that's how he was for a while. He's like, I'm waiting until noon. They're like, he stayed there just looking at the refrigerator, just arms folded. And they're like, bro, Birdman, you gonna have breakfast and stuff? He's like, nope, no breakfast. He's all like, not until the Breakfast Club put some respect on my name. He's like, I ain't saying it no more. He's like, I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna wait till this clock hit 12 o'clock noon, and then that's when we gonna eat. He was like, we eating at lunch, dinner, and some midnight snacks, but we ain't eating breakfast.
We good. That's it.
Damn,
Quickest
man.
Breakfast Club interview ever.
That. Well, that's the Breakfast Club.
Good morning.
Interview ever.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's like, dang, the top
Pulling
three
in at
clips.
number 3, we're back on Drink Champs, where the spirits are high and the debates get legendary. G-Unit's member, Tony Yayo, is in the building, and as the night winds down, the conversation turns to a question that has divided hip-hop heads for decades. Who is ultimate storyteller?
Who's your favorite rapper of all time?
It's gonna be Ice Cube.
I'm gonna go with Biggie.
Okay.
So you would say Ice Cube got better verses than Biggie?
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
My man.
See, that's the thing where I'm like, music doesn't have to be viewed that way, because it's crazy how it's like you only hear that with rap. You don't hear that with rock. You don't hear that with EDM. You don't hear that with country. You don't hear that with folk music, instrumentals, none of that stuff. You only hear it with rap. And I'm like, fam, that's the thing where it's like music isn't supposed to be a competition, all right? It's like, I guess, like, in a way it can be. It could be like on some friendly competitive stuff, but it doesn't need to be like, oh, Ice Cube's better than Biggie, or Biggie is better than Ice Cube, or Biggie is better than Tupac, or Tupac's better than Biggie, or Jay-Z's better than Tupac, or and it just all over and stuff. It don't need to be that conversation. If you are a fan of a rapper, and I think that's why, like, when people, if they ever ask me like, oh, who's my favorite rapper, who's my favorite artist, who's my favorite this, who's my favorite, I'm like, fam, like, with me, it's like I would have to say there's a lot of different artists where I like their music, but in individual ways, to where I'm not comparing their music to the next artist, because I'm like, there's an artist where I like a lot of their music, but they might not, all their music might not be my favorite songs and stuff. There might be a song that Johnny Cash did where I listen to that more than that artist. And so that's what it's like, people got to understand that it's like music isn't a competition. It's like, but I guess if it is, it's like everybody's not going to be just voting for it or, cheering for that person because they're in first place. There's going to be other, and I guess, like, to use an example, if you guys are wrestling fans, you will see where the biggest named wrestler will walk out, everybody is booing them. And they're like, dang, how is it like Logan Paul, for an example? I have to say, probably out of all the different wrestlers that's then stepped foot in wrestling over the past few years since he started, you see where Logan Paul, he could probably got the most followers out of everybody, but that man gets booed like there is no tomorrow. All right. And then that's the thing where it's like you'll see where it'll be some new guy where like Javon Evans, for an example, where everybody be cheering for him, everybody be going crazy. And it's like, well, he ain't got as many followers and than Logan Paul. And it's like if you're basing it off of that, then of course, yeah, Logan Paul got him beat. But if you're talking on wrestling ability, and that's the thing, people would say that Logan Paul's a better wrestler. People will say Javon Evans is a better wrestler. At the end of the day, that's left up to the fans. All right. But it's like it should just be a thing where you're just being a fan of that individual rather than trying to like intertwine or get fans that jump over on the other side. Cause it's like, it don't work like that. People have like throughout my years of being a content creator, it's one thing that I'm extremely good at is integrating content creation with like other conversations and stuff. So yeah, people come up to me about like, oh, who's a better rapper, this or that person. And I'm like, fam, people will say the same thing about me when it comes to other YouTubers, that another YouTuber is better than me because they got more followers. That's not the case. And I'm like, cause yeah, there's people that have done that. They said that other YouTubers are better than me because they got more subscribers and more views. And then, then when you look, it's like, yeah, they might have me beat on subscribers, but I definitely got them beat on views. But nah, but it's like, if that's what the fan wants to watch. If they want to watch Mr. Beast or PewDiePie or people that I done got into it with, whether it's Just a Robot or Minnesota Boy, that's their choice at the end of the day. But it's like, well, I guess like if they're a fan of me and they want to watch my content, that's why they'll search my name up and they'll watch my content. But trying to like, I guess, recruit fans and stuff, yeah, that's just doing too much. So that's why I'm like, yeah, Biggie and Ice Cube, they two different artists from two different parts of the world where it's like, yeah, West Coast artists is gonna like Ice Cube, and there's gonna probably be some West Coast fans that's gonna like Ice Cube, and there's probably some West Coast fans that like Biggie. But it's same with Biggie. It's like there's gonna be a lot of East Coast fans that's gonna like him, but there's gonna be some East Coast fans that like Ice Cube. So I just think there needs to be a respect conversation where it's like, these guys is just they in a league of their own. It's kind of like the conversation with who's the greatest basketball player, Kobe or Michael, and it's like, and people will say that, oh, Michael Jordan, he's a better player because he did this, and this. But it's like Kobe is a better player because he did this, and this. And that's the thing where it's like, yeah, they've had their moments where they went up against each other. Kobe and them probably won some games. Michael Jordan done won some games. But at the end of the day, it's like if you're comparing these guys, it's like they come from two different parts of the world. So their mentality when it comes to basketball is going to be different, So that's why it's like, it's just not like a fair conversation because it's like you're trying to use your own personal feelings as facts, and it's like it don't work like that. So
no Vaseline obliterates that. Obliterates that.
So you saying
Death Certificate as an album?
Hold on.
Death Certificate as an album?
I hate this industry shit. Hold on. So you telling me Ice Cube is a better storyteller than Biggie?
Lyricist?
You fucking bug.
And then it's like on top of that too, this is just like how I was saying with Tupac and Jay-Z. Biggie is not here with us to, I guess, see the extent of his career. And so it's like, yeah, you're comparing a live artist to another or to an artist that passed. It's not a fair comparison. But it's like, I guess, like, even if you're comparing Biggie and Tupac, it's not a fair comparison because we don't know where these guys. It's one of those like what if questions in the industry where it's like, well, what if they were still here? We don't know. It could have been a thing where it's like Tupac could have quit music altogether and became an actor. And he's like, no, I'm done with music. I'm going to get into, making movies and stuff. And then Biggie, he could have been like, oh, I quit music. I'm going to do some Bob Ross stuff and I'm going to be painting and things. I don't know. Maybe not. But we don't know what the extent of their career would have been. So that's why it's like when you be compared, but it's like when you're comparing an artist that's alive to an artist that passed, it's not a fair comparison.
Cube is better than Biggie with storytelling?
As a totality, yes.
Fucking nigga. You lost your mind. Don't get me wrong, Ice Cube is fire.
Are you serious?
Storytelling?
Are you serious? NWA? Death Certificate? America's Most Wanted?
You're bugging.
Kill at Will? No. Are you serious?
Ice Cube is better than Biggie? Is he crazy?
Am I crazy?
My niggas are bugging over there.
Am I crazy?
And that's the thing where it's like, I guess somebody were to ask me that same question. Ice Cube is good in some, areas of music, and Biggie, he's good in some areas of music. when having that conversation is who's better between both of them, I'm like, there's gonna be some songs that's better than Biggie's from Ice Cube's, and there's gonna be some songs that's other way around and stuff. It's like you be trying to say that and then reverse it, it gets confusing and stuff. So Ice Cube got some good songs, Biggie got some good songs. That's it,
You're bugging. Biggie killed with just that. Today's agenda. Nah, bro. Got Biggie would tell you Ice Cube was the better. Nah, you're bugging. Now you lost your mind. Nah. You're bugging. You mean to tell me Ice Cube got Betty Balls than Biggie?
Yes.
Nah, I love Ice Cube, but you're bugging.
In totality, yes.
You don't know your hip hop, bro. You don't know your hip hop.
Wild.
Who shot you? See me in the drop. 3 1/4. Slaughter. Electrical cape around your daughter.
It's like, dang, I don't think he was yelling.
Burn those. I burn. You fucking nigga. That's the best everything that happened to your man P. Diddy, man. Biggie. You crazy.
Biggie's one of my favorites.
Biggie is the greatest lyricist in the world. What trends did Ice Cube start? Niggas wasn't wearing Coogies?
Are you serious, brother?
Yeah, I think, okay, so just to argue with Tony Yayo on that one, it's like, I feel like that Ice Cube, he might have not been the one to start gangster rap, but he definitely, if there's like a Mountain Rushmore, yeah, he belongs on that. But I think that you're gonna have to add a lot of different faces to that Mount Rushmore of like who were the pioneers of gangster rap. Ice Cube is on that list 100%. So that's the trend that he started, gangster rap. He had his own wave and, just sound to it and things. But yeah, no, it's like, that's one thing about it. It's like, I feel like that if it wasn't for guys like Ice Cube, yeah, we probably, I don't know, like, I guess referencing the movie, it probably would have been somebody else, probably would have been Biggie. But that's the thing, though, where it's like, you see when artists is where it's like, they are like, oh, who was your like influence that got you into music? There's gonna be people that says Ice Cube, and then there's gonna be some people that say Biggie. But it's like, I guess, like, if you don't have those key artists there, well, we have seen the artists that we see today where they say that, oh, Biggie and Ice Cube was my influences and stuff. So yeah, but it's like Ice Cube, it's like he's a pioneer in gangster rap music. That's one thing where I'm like, I'm gonna have to say on one thing about Ice Cube on that. So anyways, he might be known for movies and stuff like that, but it's like, yeah, you look deep into that man's career and stuff, yeah, you'll see where it's like, oh wow, it's like he might have not been the first, but yeah, he definitely was one of the ones that like became viral through that genre. But
fat niggas wearing cookies.
Are you serious about trends?
Yeah, fat niggas confident, nigga.
NWA is the biggest trend ever.
Yeah.
You bugging, bro.
Talking about later Ice Cube.
Nah, you bugging, man. You bugging.
You like later Ice Cube? I'm like, no, there ain't no such thing as later Ice Cube or early Ice Cube. Ice Cube as an individual. There ain't no, if we comparing later Ice Cube to prime Biggie, then of course Biggie is gonna be a better artist. But if it's prime Ice Cube and prime Biggie, that's one of those things where I think it cancels out, where it's like two nuclear explosions. One ain't gonna take out the other if it's prime. Like, it's the same type of nuclear explosion. It's just gonna be two nuclear explosions going off near each other. But yeah, it's like one ain't gonna overcome the other one just because, oh, one nuclear bomb was made by this person. No, it's the same thing. So
landing at number 2,
hey,
we're
another
back
no
on
jumper?
No Jumper for one of the most personal and explosive confrontations in the show's history. This is the moment a podcast interview turned into a direct confrontation about respect, reputation, and the price of disrespect.
You know what I'm saying? To see it, you know what I'm saying? Just because I ain't got time to be stirring all goofy shit up. I ain't got time for that. But you, literally, any other time I DM you, you hit me back. But this particular time when I'm DMing you, telling you, like, send me the video, the clip, you're not hitting me back. Now you drop it. So, and you ain't stand on your word.
Yeah, I should have been more direct and just told you I was gonna put it out.
And then another thing, you on here playing with folks' mama, like thug mama, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck how much you playing. Just don't play with folks' OG. At the end of the day, another thing, you play with Wooski, bro. Like, just let me out.
We talk.
I don't care if y'all talk. That ain't that. I got a personal problem with it. Cause it's the principle of you playing with him about him getting shot in the head. That shit ain't no joke.
Oh yeah, I think that's to give out some context on that. That was a Chicago. He was a Chicago rapper, and he was like a part of the Gangsta Disciple and Black Disciple beef. Like outside of videos like this, I did watch like a lot of just like videos talking on like hip hop drama and all that stuff. And yeah, he was his situation is crazy. It's like I think they say he was outside of a funeral. I think he was just smoking and stuff, and then somebody did a drive-by, shot him in the head, and he survived. But yeah, it was like that's one of those things where I'm like, I wouldn't. That's just stuff that I don't talk on, and I've been known to that situation for years. So yeah, that's just one of those things where I'm like, nope, they ain't got no. Somebody asked me, they trying to crack jokes and all this other stuff. I'm like, that's somebody's family member, friend. I'm like, there's people that got respect for this guy. So that's why I'm like, I ain't got nothing to say about it, because I'm like, for one, I know I wouldn't want somebody cracking jokes or talking about me if I had something like that had happened. So that's why I'm like, heaven forbid if anything ever like that happens. But yeah, it's like it's just one of those things you just don't talk on that. It's like and people were like, oh, it's like, yeah, look at Wooski. I'm like, I ain't got nothing to say about that. For one, I don't know him, and two, and it's like, even if I did, it's one of those things where I'm like, you can put people that I've had issues with in that same situation. That's not something to joke around about, So yeah, it's like you put some of my biggest haters or whatever you want to call it and stuff. You put them in that same situation. I'm like, no comment. So, anyways, moving on.
That my best friend mama couldn't even bury her son the right way. Like the funeral was completely over after that. Motherfuckers running everywhere. My mama was there. My son was there. He wasn't even 6 months. Listen, when you do that, you place yourself in street shit.
Right.
It get real after that.
Okay.
Like for real, gang. Like on some real shit. Like if I would've came in here right now with 4 pairs of boxing gloves and set the bitch on the table right now, like, come fight me right now. Let's go fight. Would you?
No, that's just goofy
Exactly.
as fuck.
At the end of the day, if I ask you that type of shit, you ain't really willing to even just fight. Don't stop egging it on, gang. We don't play about certain shit. And you gotta understand when you step in that field, you gotta accept everything that come with it. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. That shit was ass.
What?
You was ass.
That was my first song, but I think I snapped.
All right, make it your last, man.
No, we got more. we got another one that'll probably be out by the time this comes out.
All right, that's cool. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. That's really light what I'm telling you. Fight. Niggas really kill motherfuckers in Chicago.
You should kill
That's
me.
what they do.
I love that.
But what I'm telling you is...
Somebody just shoot me, for
But what
sure.
I'm telling you is, Adam.
Yeah.
You're gonna get f***ed up one day if you keep tweaking with people. I'm telling you, bro. Do you want to fight?
No.
All right, then shut the f*** up.
Then why are you on the
Stop
podcast?
talking. Stop talking.
You don't get to tell me to shut the f up on my podcast. This is my podcast that you are very upset.
And that's the thing. He cares way too much about the podcast than, like, I guess his life being in danger. That's people where it's like they just don't care about their life like that. Because I'm like, that's something I wouldn't say. I'm like, oh, then kill me, shoot me, or whatever. Because it's like he pulled out a gun. The thing is this. He pulls out a gun. Gun's already out. All right. All it's just going to take for him to just take it. He might even have taken it off the safety as he was pulling it out, But the thing is this. He got a gun aimed at you. It's going to take your security guard, whoever, and I guess like whether this guy is his security, the one that's sitting with Adam, or if his security, it's going to take them a while to, I guess try to prevent this guy from shooting you. By the time they trying to collect an idea of how they gonna stop it, 4 bullets done went out. And so now it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, bullet might hit the guy sitting next to Adam. Bullet might have, shot Adam or shot one of his security guards. Somebody's going to get shot. And that's the thing where it's like, I'm not going to put myself at risk, and I'm not going to put people that I care about put their life at risk because I want to that's the thing where I'm like, people they allow that content creating stuff to just get to their heads just way too much to where it's like, I want to go viral, I want to get clips and all this other stuff. And I'm like, fam, meanwhile it's like with me, it's like I don't mind getting a clip of just, I guess if it's considered boring, call it boring, but yeah, it's like you'll see me get clips of a video game, you'll see me get clips of just my own personal situations or making memes, jokes, stuff like that where it doesn't have to offend other people. So yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, it just, to me, stuff like this, it trips me out when people be carrying on like that, because it's like, fam, what are you going through to where you're just not? Because it's like, yeah, it's like, bro, it's talking on Adam, it's like, you got a wife, you got I don't know if he has multiple kids or just one kid, but it's like, fam, you have a family. It's like, I don't know when exactly this was recorded, but it's like, yeah, it's stuff like that where it's just, you know, you saying that, then you get to that point where it's like you've accepted life and you love it, and you're all like, man, you know, I don't want nothing to happen to me. Next thing you know, you got somebody that you done offended before, where it's like you ain't tried to make amends. By the time you do, it's gonna be too late, and now they trying to kill you. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, people, when it comes down to being a content creator and all that other stuff, got to be careful with what you say and do. And it's like, if you are that careless about your life and all that, then it's like, it's probably for the best that you stay away from me.
You weren't invited on this podcast. Remo, you were very upset.
To Remo now.
I feel like that would really betray the fact that you told Remo that you didn't have a problem with me and really just wanted to talk on the podcast.
It's the principle. I'm telling you something. You need to learn something.
So you're scared to get sued now?
You need to learn something from another grown man. You want me to do it?
Sure.
If I hit you,
go crazy.
Your security gonna run in here?
What do you think? What else is he here for? What else is he here for?
Your security gonna come in with his gun?
Why else is he here?
All right, well, look, if you ain't ready for what come with it, leave that street shit alone.
I'm ready.
For real.
I'm good.
Because you're not even ready to fight. I ain't even gonna embarrass myself on this podcast and bust off your ass. Because I can.
That for sure would have been
everything. And, you know, talking about Adam 22, and it's like, yeah, I guess like for the guy, if there's any advice I could give him, it's like, man, don't even fool around with dudes like Adam, because it's like, no, the thing is this: he wants you to go down, he wants you to do something. So it's like, so your life can be ruined at the end of the day. So, and that's the thing where it's like, yeah, people like that, they don't have no self-awareness. They don't care about, you know, like stuff around them and things. They care once when it really starts affecting them and stuff. So yeah, let's say these guys get the shooting, Adam survives, security survives, but this guy dies, or somebody else dies, or let's say his wife is in the other room and a stray bullet hits her and she dies. It's one of those things where it's like, that's when that type of stuff be hitting them, where it's like, dang, like I really messed up, like I really said and did some stuff where now it's like there ain't no going back. So that's why I'm like, yeah, you know, it's just talking to Adam 22. It's like, yeah, it's the best advice to prevent anything from happening to you and your people. Stop talking on stuff, you know. And I just think that it's like, yeah, people they be like, no, this is gonna get views. It's not about the views, bro. It's like, it's something a lot deeper than views. Were you that careless? Yeah, it's something a lot deeper than views and stuff. So yeah, it's like with me, I don't get the best of views, you know. Like, I'm keeping the buck with you guys. Like, this video probably ain't gonna break past 100 views. Next video I upload is probably ain't gonna break past 1,000 views. I upload a voiceover video is gonna probably get less than 5 views, if not no views at all. It's one of those things where I'm like, all right, cut the loss on that. The thing is this: I still got room to grow. I still got, you know, room to expand my content and all that stuff. I'm not going to, you know, throw it all away just because I want one clip to go viral. No, I'm gonna keep going so I can have it where one clip goes viral and then all my clips go viral. So it's like, rather than, oh, it's like, and if it's about money, oh, I know I'm gonna make $1 million off of this clip alone. I'm trying to make $100 million. So it's like 100 of my clips is going viral. But anyway,
I would embarrass
this is
you.
The whole, like,
you would get
my
embarrassed.
Whole left hand around there. Do some shit to you, boy.
I don't even know why you think you could come on my podcast and talk shit to me like this when you're obviously not going to do shit. Yeah.
Listen,
you're going to have to be polite if you want to stay on this podcast.
Listen,
can we
talk about this podcast?
Then why'd you beg to come on here?
To be honest, I really wanted to come here and beat your ass.
Yeah, but you're not.
You want to go box? Let's go catch our face.
Man, again, I don't want to box. I'm not a boxer. I've made that extremely clear.
Stop talking.
I'm a podcaster. Why the would I stop talking?
Stop talking. That's your problem.
Why would I stop talking when I'm a podcaster?
Most you gonna do is hit the table.
I don't handle it by doing boxing matches with cavemen who want to act tough instead of doing a podcast.
Now you racist.
I'm not a boxer.
Now there's racistness coming out.
And now you're going to play the race card.
You're talking about cavemen. You racist, man.
I'm describing your brain.
You weird.
Not your race.
You weird.
I'm going to ask you to leave.
That's cool. I'll leave. But I'm telling you, you a bitch. I'm gonna get up out of here. Don't touch me though. But listen,
you're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to go.
I bet you y'all he delete this out. I bet you he delete this out the interview.
You're gonna have to go. Capable of acting like a
ass up.
You can't act like. Behave like a grown up. Behave like a grown up, Ruga.
Come on.
Get the
touch you?
Get out of here.
You scared. You got a soft ass security. On my son.
That's crazy.
He's soft as hell.
Get out of here.
We can run the fade. We can run the fade.
Don't do that. Hey, look, come on, y'all.
See?
No.
That's what I mean by it's like stuff them like, and if something happens to his security or to somebody else, it's like, bro, that's what it's like you're adding more fuel to the fire and stuff, but you don't want the fire to get that big. You can't have fire control when you're actively adding more fuel to the fire and stuff. It's not possible.
And here it is. Number 1, the most explosive confrontation rooted in hip-hop's most painful chapter. What follows is a raw, unfiltered...
It's like, I ain't gonna argue with no guy. He wearing a shirt that... What was that one dude from that... Isn't that TV show Snowfall? And it was the character Jerome. He wearing a Jerome shirt. I'm like, you can't argue with no guy wearing a Jerome shirt. And I'm like, nah, I ain't got I ain't got nothing to say to you, bro. I'm like, yeah, you good, OG. I'm like, I'm just gonna sit over here, just mind my own business. Yeah, that man wearing a Jerome shirt. He won the fight. He wants something to go down.
A verbal firefight about loyalty, survival, and the ghost
I thought that was D.L. Hughley. I was like, what he doing arguing with?
Chime in on this because none of these guys are quite our age. Y'all a couple years older than me.
Speak upon it. Speak upon it.
I'm right under y'all, and I gotta speak on this. For me and my comrades, and me and guys like me, and I'm older now, and I see it totally different. What you dudes were traitors. You know what I'm saying? And me and my comrades that was right up under you, that was listening to Smith & Wesson, that was ran the Timberland booth, that was representing New York, we felt attacked by Pop. We felt that he attacked New York. We felt.
Right. So let me explain it.
Just said, New York children. You know what I'm saying? Fuck New York, baby.
Let me explain.
Wait. I'm not co-signing that because I've never heard that.
See, this is
anybody else over here.
This is why.
Anybody else?
I've never heard that.
Anybody else?
I said what?
I said, I hope your babies die. Thank you. Thank you.
He said that to who?
He said New York, though?
He said New York.
New York.
He said New York. He said New York.
Y'all can play these games.
I told you.
That's my
Now, I know I said my 4-4, make sure all your kids don't go, but he's talking to his enemies, right? He's not talking to whole New York. He's not saying New York babies.
That's what y'all say.
New York babies.
That's my thing where it's you gotta be like this guy in the middle, and it's like, all right, man, like I gotta start building up a reason on why I gotta go home, cause yeah, something about to go down, and I don't want to be involved. You just gotta just sit in the cut, think of something.
Hold on. Bigger.
Somebody said
Bigger. If you're gonna quote somebody saying something, you gotta quote the exact words. You can't just jump on camera. Listen, hold on. You can't just jump on camera and say, this dude said New York babies. You can't do that.
I didn't say he said New York babies.
Yes, you did.
just said.
Yes, you did.
That's what you just said.
That's what you said, bro.
Just said.
We can stop and rewind the tape right now.
What song?
What you said?
But you said it. You brought it in. What you talking about?
You said New York.
Play it.
This gentleman said a lot of Brooklyn people felt that Smith & Wesson was traitors. Let's address that. Let's stop being antagonists. I don't give a f about that line. And I'm gonna tell you what I felt. That's how I felt. If I ever got a chance to sit with my brother, I wouldn't want to sit with my brother before I kill my brother. But if we can have a situation, we go, no, brother, it ain't even like that, Holmes. I met his mother, I met his auntie, I met his cousin. Outlaws wasn't even around. I don't know this nigga.
It was
we
love.
don't gotta plead no loyalty, none of that shit, but we going, yo, we the same. You understand what I'm saying to you? We just got a bad deal.
So do you understand?
That's why I'm coming to get my motherfucking hug
right now? Do you understand right now how important? Do you understand how important that meant? I'm a real New York nigga. You understand? All of this camera shit. And only point I'm making, I didn't have the opportunity to get around. I believe that was a good brother. I believe that was a righteous brother. Don't get it twisted. You don't ever make a whole nother coast that you was born at in Harlem Hospital.
But that wasn't. He didn't do that. He didn't do
like,
that.
oh, let go my hand. like, that's when you start pulling. Like, hey, brother, I'm like, let my hand go. I'm like, you hold on. You getting close and spitting and all that. I'm like, yeah, let my hand go. I'm like, dang, bruh.
that. Nigga, he didn't do that. Nigga, he didn't do that.
I'm gonna give y'all a joke.
The media sold that, bro.
All that shit. Ain't near one of them here.
Look, yeah, he wiping his nose. It's like, dang, he's like, I can smell it. He's like, that man, he uses brown Listerine. I'm like, yeah, that's how close he was. Where it's like you could smell the mouthwash and stuff. And he's like, yeah, he uses the big brown Listerine bottles. It's like, cause there's them like small travel size ones. Nah, he get them big ones. Them ones where it's like you can have it for a while and stuff.
You talk what you talk and you believe. Don't do that shit.
Don't do what?
What you just did, man. That's wrong. He was talking specifically to certain people. That's why I don't like talking about this shit. When you talk about us, that's me and my brother. We was there. You wasn't there. I held guns on our waist to hold Pop down. Big pick me up every day. I don't give a what you feel, how old you are, what niggas you raised with. I don't give a how big you are, grand family, all that shit you talk is disrespect. I was there, nigga. I was there, nigga. I was there, nigga.
She left. She's like, oh, this about to get active.
Ain't no watch your mouth. I was there. Me either, nigga. Me either. I was there. He can't tell me shit.
Yo, we shutting it down. We shutting it down.
Yeah, like, you know, it's one of those things where just like arguments and just certain things, like it just gets way too active. And yeah, it's like the best thing to do is like, okay, like we know that it was, you know, like it's getting just a little too crazy. It's like it's best that we wrap it up and we all go home. Cause yeah, that's like what they got going on. I'm like, nah, bro. It's like, yeah, it's like that girl had the right idea. She left. She's like, I ain't fooling around with y'all no more. So I'm like, I came out here on some like, you know, working business, and this is what I led up to. I'm good. So, but anyways, yeah, if you guys haven't, make sure you go subscribe to It's All About West Coast for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.